Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for our first match of the day. And it is going to be SK Gaming up against the Super Hot Crew. And
taken a whoa.
Whoa.
That was unexpected. That is very unexpected. With the Galio being locked in, changing away from Jinx. They don't need to lock Jinx in because an AD carry is already secured. And this is actually a potential counter to some of these run-at-you type of comps. If Dr. Mundo was there, if they want to go for, say, Pantheon, for example, you know, it's something that Super Crew have done already. The moment you throw that idol of Duran down from Galio, everybody's forced to deal with you. And if you buy enough time for your Shyvana and your AD carry to actually kill them, it can work. But I think this is a very risky pick.
Freddy is up there doing this. He's realizing his jungle is not safe anymore.
Oh, look at Ray, he's flashed in!
That's going to be an idol of Duran lands. Mr. Raleigh teleport coming in from the side. There's Jesus. That's going to be Mr. Raleigh going down. Mixer's going to be the focus target now. Quick force balls will slow him down. He's not going to be able to escape this one. Who will they give it to? It's going to be Candy Panda for a double.
And that's exactly what we talked about.
Dragon is being started off here by the Super Hot Crew.
Now we'll see if SK can respond. They've got their AD carry and support down the bottom, but no ultimates available. And I just think Enrage is going to poke this one down. Maybe a lucky steal, we'll see. Impaler's caught on the wrong side of the pit, and now Jesus may want to engage. He going in.
Impaler's taken very low here. He's going to get dropped. It's Candy Panda that picks up yet another. Moops now over. He may well be the next target. The ward goes down from Enraged. Candy Panda flashes through, gets himself the double. He's going to pay the price. Mr. Raleigh now goes down. Svenskeren comes in, cleans that one up. It's a 3-for-1 so far. There's no tower to run to. Mixer's going to drop, and it's a 4-for-1 to SK Gaming. Super Hot Crew may have got the Dragon, but I don't think it was worth it.
To that talisman like we've seen from the side of Mixer. Oh, they've gone in on Mixer.
Dragon descent on Mixer. Enraged is just biding his time to get the idol of Duran. He's actually taken a lot of damage from the cull in there. Mr. Raleigh's doing a good job running interference, but Impaler's been caught out. Explosive cast, can it buy him time to get away from this one? For some reason, Freddy's deciding to target on towards Mima, the tankiest member of the team. He's just going to pop that ulti and run away. Is it going to be enough? Gets slowed down. Has he got flash? Yes, he has. Doesn't even want to use it, though. He's just trying to buy as much time as he can. And honestly, I got that question SK targeting there. They're actually waiting. The rest of SK Gaming are coming in here. This may be a bait on Super Hot Crew's part.
I actually think it's trying to be, but the damage and the lead that SK have built themselves up, it can backfire very quickly. If Super Hot Crew don't get the right target, like the Sven or the Candy, it's going to work out very badly. Flash idle, that's where your eyes need to be. Galio up on the top left, and in this tight area, for anything, SK could even peel away and just go for the mid inner turret once the wave starts pushing as well. So a lot of options here for SK, and I think Super Hot Crew, they've started the Dragon. They're going to try to take this Dragon, and SK are looking for the engage.
Remember, they can take it quick at this stage. Mr. Raleigh will do a lot of work to it. And you can see Svenskeren, he's low already. He's going to come in. It's going to be SK, a Super Hot Crew to pick it up. Idol of Duran does pop in. Impaler taken very low. Explosive cast forces Candy Panda away, but the Super Mega Death Rocket can get fired from range. And he gets himself a kill, followed by the double from Jesus. Mima's going to run for his life, but I think the force balls should be enough to slow him down once Jesus gets on. Gets himself full health.
I definitely think SK should maybe just peel away and go for the tower. That should be the smart move. Jesus is chasing him down. The rest of the team making it very, very clear. They want to get Mima away. Now they realize Baron is available with 3 members of Super Hot Crew not there. They can deal with Mima if he moves into the pit. SK Gaming putting a lot of priority on this objective. They want the regen. It's going to allow them to go for those sieges as well as those split pushes very effectively, and that's theirs.
Pretty sure Super Hot Crew are not going to walk into this one. They know what's happening. They've seen this dance before, and they've unfortunately come out worse off for it. And that, in fact, stood on top of an SK Gaming ward.
This is the one time I think that Oracle's lens would work, and here comes Enraged for the Duran!
4-man Idol of Duran, quickly followed by a burnout, followed by an explosive cast, followed by a force pulse, and SK Gaming just clean up that quickly. You can see the rest of Super Hot Crew trying to back away. They don't care about that. They're going straight for the top with that giant stack of minions.
Brilliant play from SK Gaming. They hid just around the corner in the bush, dodging the skill shots, not giving away that they were there, and the Idol of Duran does not get interrupted. Now SK Gaming, they're on the Nexus turrets, and there's nothing that Super Hot Crew can do.
Straight onto the turrets. They shouldn't be going for Mima, but they want to get that KDA stat buffed anyway. And still not going to get him. Yes, they do, finally on the turret, but it's the Nexus going down, and it's SK Gaming coming out on top. The battle of the Brits, Freddy versus Impaler. Freddy 5 strikes first.
A fantastic performance from SK Gaming.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2014 European LCS, as we are joined by SK's N-rated. And yay, we get to talk about Galio for an entire interview. Amazing to see all these special picks coming out. So tell me, maybe first and foremost, why did it work in this comp?
Well, first of all, I think supports needs to engage. So Galio, flash ult, perfect engage. He has a lot of utility overall, like for the whole team. He has a slow, he has a speed up, and he has the 90 armor and MR boost that he can give when you have the shield on level 5. So that's immense, that's just huge. And if you give that to an AD carry and he's life stealing, like the effective HP of him is just insane. Like if he gets a giant spell, plus 90 armor and MR, mid game he's like basically not nukeable, and that's really good.
We noticed that you were skilling your Q and W first of all, and basically leaving the E till last. Talk us through that, and the thought process behind that.
He's after all a melee champ, so the Q is the harass spell. I need to max it, obviously. I tried out getting E like level 4, level 8, and it just feels weak because the W gives like 15 armor and MR. Every W gives like 15 armor and MR, every single level. Every single point you put on it. So the more points, the tankier the carries get, basically. So that just gives more like utility and tankiness towards the whole team, and that's more important.
So Annie, Thresh, and Leona were banned out, and this worked out very well. But if your Leona or Thresh were available, would you still go for him in next matchups?
Well, in this case, I don't even know because all supports were banned. Like the top tier supports were simply out. Galio was a reliable pick for us. It was a strong engage, so I didn't hesitate to pick it because I practiced it a lot.
Is it also a risky pick though as well in terms of that? Because flash ultimate is what you need to land in the middle of a fight, and with someone like Gragas in there that can knock you straight out of there, is that the risk that you have to factor into it with Galio?
You really need to focus on the cooldowns that the enemy have to interrupt you. It's reliable. Flash ulti is always reliable. The circle is so big and it doesn't see like, hey, I'm gonna come now. If you don't miss position in team fight and you can flash ult, you will always hit like 3 people. So it's very reliable, but the laning phase is a bit weak at the start, and unless I hit like all Qs, I don't really create that much pressure. So the laning phase, weak point, but in team fights, he's just shining.
Who times the cooldowns then? You said it's very much dependent. If, for example, Gragas is just a little bit out of the circle, you know that he's got his ultimate up, you're probably not going to do it. Who times those important ultimates?
Well, Gragas has it up pretty much every time.
Well, yeah.
It's like 30 seconds or something, so you just have the feeling if you just used it, you can do it. So in a team fight, you more look at, like, if Nami wave is out and Gragas just ulted, I basically can also flash the Gragas ult and just ult it in one team fight. I got blown up there, but it doesn't really matter. The point was more like you see the cooldowns that they have to interrupt and you just see where they're going on. And in the end, if I catch a big cooldown, it's also worth it because it doesn't go on one of my carries.
Yeah. Solo queue, brace yourselves for support Galio. Gonna be a lot of fun. What I also wanted to ask you about is the pick and ban process, because you had the first pick and you picked up Elise, while a lot of people maybe thought he's gonna go for, or they're gonna go for one of those strong top laners, and I felt that it might have been kind of a bait from your guys' side.
The point is we relied on what we had in researchers, and we researched a lot about them and looked towards the jungle picks, and his most comfortable pick is Vi at the moment, so we took Vi out right away, and we saw they banned Eve, so it was clear like we needed to focus on that jungle pick.
What's your hope for the season? I mean, it was not the best start for you. I mean, a loss to Fnatic, who are in fine form right now. You can probably brush that under the cart, although obviously it means a little bit more to you than some of the other teams. How do you see yourselves right now? Are you at the level you'd really want to be? Is there a lot more to come from this SK team?
This is just the start, and the 2 matches didn't go at all into our favor. Like, we made so many mistakes, but you learn from mistakes, so we really learn from them. We watch the replay and we analyze what we did wrong, and in the end we're gonna get stronger out of this. So every single match we're just trying to improve, and as long as we do that, we will always perform well.
Yeah, for a 2-2 for the new weekend, for a weekend, the first weekend with the new team is not bad at all. And I saw you saying in an interview, we want to get top 4, but only because we don't want to go through relegation again. But at this point, if you play like this, don't you think you could maybe aim a little higher?
Well, always aiming for top 4 means 1 to 4. I don't want to be cocky and I don't want to say anything, but our aim is not to be the last place. Our aim is going to be the top 4.
Always a good thing to have. I think aim as high as you can and avoid those relegation spots at the end. And Rated, you've had your time out of League of Legends. You had your time with Evil Geniuses for Lemon Dogs there. What happened to Enrated in the time where we didn't hear anything from Enrated?
Well, I was traveling, I was doing a lot, and I took time for myself. In the end, I had like a really huge break from League, and that was not good for me. And the last time I stepped it up, I practiced a lot more, and I changed my attitude towards basically everything. And now I'm trying and training, and we will see how far it can go.
Are you enjoying being back in the pro player spotlight as it is, or?
I'm very thankful for that.
So fans go ask for autographs and pictures all around. Thank you very much. Congratulations on that victory.